Hey everyone, TML64 back with part 20 of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green, and you know what, before we begin, let's just get this huge, long rail of trainers out of the way so we can go to the gym, okay? Whew! Okay! Well, now that about those 50 trainers are out of the way, we can finally start the gym. And just to let you know, they're just trainers. Nothing really big happens. They're only for grinding and leveling up your Pokemon, so you didn't miss much. Right, so let's go to the Fuchsia Gym, or 5th gym. And this, if anyone remembers, has the one with the invisible walls. But if anyone plays this game a lot, they might remember the pattern. So I'm just going to start with these trainers first. Let's see, beat my special techniques. Now, the one thing that I think is really stupid about this particular gym is the fact that a lot of these jugglers use Drowsy and Hypno, and even Kadabra. And that doesn't make any sense because this is a poison type gym, not a psychic type gym. So, why have psychic type Pokemon? It doesn't make any sense at all. I guess the only reason why they consider to use them is because they have poison gas, but that's the only poison type attack they have. Besides that, they're just psychic types. I mean, make any sense whatsoever? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to question it like I never do. Next Pokemon he's got is Kadabra, and yes, like all jugglers, they are prone to keep switching Pokemon out. I guess that's because they keep juggling their Pokeballs so much that they keep switching out or something. Maybe it's a pun, I don't know, but that's what they're known for. And they're very annoying at it. Well, our first almost died, but then he used Recover. Oh, Kadabra, I hate you so much. And Kadabra's dead. Very nice. Venusaur's almost at level 40. Neat. You had me fooled. Okay, first juggler's done. Second juggler. Strength isn't the key for Pokemon. You understand this? Pokemon is about strategy. I'll show you how the strategy can beat brute strength. Okay, juggler number 2. Caden, and he's got Hypno. Oh, try to start using my Pokemon now, are we? Alright, Hypno. This guy is tough because he's a special wall, and I think I'm gonna have a hard time trying to take this thing out. I mean, it's got quite a lot of bulk. And recently doesn't seem to do much either. The only thing I'm worried about now is that psychic attack. So how am I going to counter this thing? I'll try putting it to sleep, but it doesn't work because I forgot it has insomnia. Why am I, an idiot or something? Okay, well, Venusaur's dead now because of that. Totally my fault. The only Pokemon I got that's super effective against Psychic is Beedrill at the moment, considering it has both Twin Needle and Pursuit, but Twin Needle is obviously the better out of the two, so hopefully I can finish it off. And I don't. Hit 2 times, and he's probably going to kill me now with Meditate? Really? You are stupid! I would have expected him to use something like, oh, I don't know, Psychic! And you know what? Beedrill might be good to use against jugglers, considering they're always switching out. Pursuit can actually be used to my full advantage, because if any of you don't know, Pursuit doubles in power if the opponent switches out Pokemon, and if he does switch out Pokemon in the same turn you use Pursuit, you actually get to use Pursuit before they actually switch out, which will do double of damage, and it is just so satisfying. Also, Pursuit only does 20 damage in this game because it didn't do the 40-point damage thing until Generation 4, so it's really unfortunate, really, because it's not as useful as it used to be. I would increase the power to 40 like it should be in Generation 4, but I don't know, maybe it might make a Generation 3 game unbalanced, but maybe you can comment whether I can do that or not. I'll do it if you want me to, or I won't do it if you don't want me to. It's up to you guys. Right, next trainer. I am a magician once upon a time, but I dreamt of becoming a ninja, so I joined this gym. Okay, magician becomes ninja. I don't know. That's a much more interesting story I'd rather listen to. Okay, Drowsy. Now, if he were switching out, I'd use Beedrill, but I think Venusaur needs the EXP a bit. And you know what? I still haven't gotten any answers as whether I should use Venomoth instead of Beedrill. I mean, to be completely honest, I think Venomoth could provide better bulk than Beedrill can. I mean, Beedrill's good, I'll give it that, but I can see why a lot of people don't use him, and I need an answer, guys. Do you want me to use Beedrill, or do you want me to switch him out with Venomoth? Because Venomoth has the highest bulk of all Generation 1 bug types tied with Scyther. Well, Scyther doesn't have the amount of defenses, but he has the HP. So Venomoth can learn psychic attacks like Psybeam, it can learn poison attacks, it can learn bug attacks. And I suppose, well, I don't know, it's entirely up to you guys, but you know, you need to give me an answer or else I can't know these things. Or you can have me use Scyther, like I said. Like, the 3 Pokemon of bug choice now is either Beedrill, Scyther, or Venomoth. Okay, and to tell you the truth, out of all 3 of them, Venomoth is my favorite. I used to use them quite a lot in Generation 1, but only in Generation 1 for some reason. I haven't used them in years. It's really unfortunate. But, you know, I need an answer from you guys if I want to, if you want me to switch Pokemon. I can't do it if you don't tell me, so, you know, tell me! But enough about that. You comment and tell me what you want. I need to get back to doing this. So, Kadabra is almost dead. And he is, thank God. I don't even know what Kadabra is based off of. Apparently it says on Bulbapedia he's based off a goat. Sure, a goat! I can see it all over his face. Particularly the fact that goats have really big, long, bulky tails like Kadabra does. It makes so much more sense, don't you think? Drowsy, again. Drowsy is based off a Matire, I think, or however you pronounce it. And to tell you the truth, it looks almost like the real animal. I didn't know that the actual real animal is it's kind of like a pig. It even has that pattern on its belly. And it's kind of funny. I didn't think it would actually be a real animal that resembles Drowsy more than I thought. Okay, that Drowsy's dead, and I'm sure Venusaur's at level 40 now. Yay, you hit the 40 mark. I didn't learn anything new, and that's Juggler Kirk. I've done 4. Captain, losing power to the warp engines. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay, next trainer is a Tamer, one of the rare trainers in this game. I also studied the ways of the ninja with Master Koga. Ninja have a long history of using animals. Really? I don't remember. Okay, maybe, because I've seen in Naruto a few things where they use animals, but the only one I could think of was Kiba using the dog. I can't remember what the dog's name was, though. I haven't seen Naruto in quite a while. But besides him, I didn't see really anyone else using animals besides Tsunade using that pig. And not even for combat anyway, so I really don't know about that one. But who am I to question Game Freak? We all love them, whether or not they have the right facts or not. Okay, this guy's got an Arbok, which could be tricky. Arbok are known for their signature move, Glare. Well, it was their signature move in Generation 1. So, taking this thing out is going to be an absolute pain. So, I'm going to hit this thing with Leech Seed so I can keep getting HP from it every turn. Would be very useful, actually. And as you can see, it's actually worth it. So, every turn now, while that snake is stuck being asleep, which it's awake now, I will get some HP back. Leech Seed is like the most badass absorption move ever. I don't care what you say about Giga Drain or the fact that it was the fact that Leech Seed was terrible in Generation 1, except for the fact that it actually stacked with Toxic. That was good, but it was a glitch, so it doesn't count. I think after they increased absorption to 1.8 in Generation 2, it's really come in handy. Really love Leech Seed. It's one of my favorite grass type moves. I always have it on any grass type that I'm going to be using with a substitute. Subseed for the win! Okay, so this Arbok is just about dead now. It is dead, thank God for that. I really hate Arbok, you know that? Okay, next Pokemon won't be any trouble at all. It's a Sandslash. Sandslash, the evolved form of Sandshrew. Another awesome looking Pokemon. Would have used it myself, but I don't know. I guess no one wanted me to. Well, it doesn't matter. Venusaur, beat that. Now, I'm not going to go through the same problem I did last time, so I'm just going to switch into Hypno. And notice that Beedrill's quite low in the level. It's 6 levels lower than everyone else. And everyone else is at level 40. That's kind of bad bad. Okay, his last Pokemon is a Arbok. Take out Psychic. Take out with Psychic. And Arbok's dead. Very nice. Okay. Play defeat Tamer Edgar. Awoo! Seriously, who says awoo all the time? The only person I've ever heard say awoo was Rolf from Ed, Ed, and Eddie, but, you know. Stop right there! The famed invisible walls of Fuchsia Gym have you frustrated? Not really, the pattern's quite obvious. Everyone can see the walls, there's no point in hiding it. Okay, this Tamer also has a Sand Slash, just like the previous one. I've heard that Tamer has used version-exclusive Pokemon of both versions, so that explains why he's using both Arbok and Sand Slash. Makes a lot of sense. But only Arbok is poison! Oh, who cares? Sand Slash is dead. Almost finished now. Arbok is next. Ugh. That's 3 Arboks in this video. I'd kill you to use something a little different. Maybe Coughing or Grimer. Or heck, maybe even Beedrill. That's poison. Or even Nidoking. Or Nidoqueen. Isn't it kind of odd that almost little to no trainers in this gym use a type that's actually exclusive to the gym? If you ask me, it's more Psychic than it is Poison. Well, never mind. Player defeated Tamer Phil. Whoa, you got it. Okay, last trainer before the gym leader. Master Koga comes from a long line of ninjas. What do you descend from? Well, I suppose a line of farmers or something. I honestly don't know. Where did I descend from? That's one question that is very difficult to answer sometimes. You never know who your ancestors were. Unless you do a lot of deep digging, but I'm too lazy. I wouldn't bother. Okay, Drowsy is dead. And I'm sure Venusaur will be at level 41 now. When is Venusaur going to learn a new attack? I might give him the Sunny Day Solar Beam set. That might be really useful. Or no, if anyone's going to have a Sunny Day, it's going to be my Fire type, because it kind of makes so much more sense, really. Hypno's almost dead. You know what? If I were to use a Grass type, if I were going to replace Venusaur, like I said in my previous video, I would definitely replace Venusaur with Exeggutor, because Exeggutor is an absolute monster under the sun, even in Generation 1. I mean, he's got Chlorophyll, he's got Solar Beam, so if Sunny Day was used, he would be double speed all the time, and he would always be able to use Solar Beam in one turn. Now, you gotta admit, that's pretty cool. Exeggutor has been one of my favorite grass types ever since Generation 1. And even to this day, I still love him, but it's just unfortunate he's not as useful as he used to be. He's got the most weaknesses out of every type in the game because of his Psychic Grass typing. The only Pokemon that come close to having that many weaknesses is Celebi, and of course Snover and Abomasnow. But I've been thinking about replacing Venusaur with Exeggutor, but to be honest, I don't really know. Okay, Growth. What should I get rid of for Growth? I'm kind of concerned about Growth now. Growth raises the special attack. And that would be good as to buff up my special attack, but is it really needed? I need Tackle Still for Pokemon that resist Razor Leaf, so, you know, I think I'll give up on Growth. But heck, if I need it again, I can always just use Heart Scale or something to relearn it. All the tiny mushrooms in this game, as you want to put it. Okay, now before we do the gym leader, I'm just gonna quickly heal my Pokemon. So quick speed here. Okay, Pokemon healed. Walking back up the gym, around the world, and here we are at Koga. Now, before I begin, I'm gonna make a very important point here. Okay. I have edited all gym leaders from Koga onwards, okay? So starting with Koga, every gym leader will have a different team. Might be a huge difference, might be a little difference, but they will have a different team nevertheless. Koga's team will be significantly different from the previous team. Also, their levels will be completely raised, much higher, so it will be much more difficult to take them out. So give me a challenge, guys, because I remember in Pokemon Yellow, Koga's Pokemon ranged from 40 to 50, while in Red and Blue he only ranged from 38 to 43. So it's a big difference. So I decided I will raise the levels of all gym leaders starting from Koga to Giovanni, so that all Pokemon will be much harder to beat, and giving you guys a bit more of a difference from the original game. So, here is Koga's new team, and it's more similar to the anime / manga because, you know, 2 coughings, a muck, and a wheezing just isn't very variety-wise. So, here we go. A mere child like you dares to challenge me? The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well, I shall show you the true terror of a ninja master. Poison brings deadly doom. Sleep renders foes helpless. I said helpless, not heapless. Despair to the creepy horror poison-type Pokemon. And then he says, again in the original version. I don't know what they didn't do there, but who cares. Alright, Leader Koga would like to battle, and his first Pokemon of my choice is Golbat. Makes much more sense, don't you think? And he's at level 40. This could mean problems. Okay, the new Golbat has Air Slash, Toxic, Bite, and what was the last one again? I can't remember the last one. Even 4 attacks, what were they? Air Slash, Toxic, Bite, and no, Air Cutter, Toxic, Bite, and the last one I can't remember. I think it was a status. Oh, Confuse Ray, that's it. Yes, Confuse Ray. Absolutely hate Golbats for Confuse Ray, but that's the reason why I gave him to Koga. It seems like a better choice. Okay, Golbat's dead in one shot, no surprises there. But right, he is at level 40 after all. And his next Pokemon now is Muck. Muck has an increased level, so, you know, I'm going to use Hypno for this. Muck's attacks haven't changed at all, so he's pretty much the same as he was. He has Sludge, Minimize, Acid Armor, and Toxic. All of Koga's Pokemon have Toxic, because, you know, it's kind of like it's his thing. Okay, one more hit and Muck's dead, but he goes with Minimize. Hope I don't miss now. If anyone remembers from Generation 2, a Muck with Minimize and keep missing is the most deadliest thing ever, because, you know, if you can't hit a Muck, he will definitely poison you and keep Toxic stalling you for ages on end. Alright, Hypno's at level 41 now, that wasn't too hard. Next Pokemon is Venomoth. Now this is his most powerful Pokemon. I know his original one was Weezing, but Venomoth I think makes more sense. Alright, so for Venomoth I will switch to Venusaur so I can get the seed on him. Okay, Venomoth is at level 45. So it's not a big difference from the original or something like that, but there is a difference. Okay, so Venomoth's been seeded now, make it easier. Now, Venomoth has 4 attacks, 4 of them that will be dangerous, and as you can see, one of them is Psybeam, the other is Toxic, obviously. The third one is Gust, and the fourth one is Silver Wind. So, be careful with those Psychic type guys, Venomoth's got some coverage. Alright, so, the next attack I shall use will be Sleep Powder to put this thing asleep. I don't think giving Venomoth would be good for Sleep Powder because he already has Toxic, so I think Toxic is much more deadlier. Okay, so Venomoth's been put asleep and he's being seeded every turn. So this kind of puts me in the clear now. The only thing I'm afraid of is that if he's asleep, I'm pretty sure Koga's going to use a full heal. So I'll just use Sleep Powder again. Ah, yes! Great prediction! Alright, so he used full heal just like I thought. And he goes back to sleep again, and he's like, oh, what the fuck, man? You actually used it again! Oh, who cares? That was a good prediction. I'm really proud of myself there. Okay, so now Venomoth is nearly dead. It has almost half of his HP left. So I'm just going to keep bashing this thing with Tackle. I mean, think of it. A Tackle from a Venusaur must be pretty painful. Now, the only problem is I know he's probably going to use a full restore. But thankfully, I remember I gave him a Citrus Berry to recover his health. So, I guess I kind of got lucky there. Yeah, Citrus Berry. Strategic, isn't it? And dang it, he's still not dead. Even with the Leech Seed, he's not dead. So that means he's going to use a full restore. There's one thing I hate. It's the fact that they use full restores. Or is it Hyper Potion? Be careful here. Oh, it's a Hyper Potion. Good. Okay, so Venomoth's still asleep. Very nice. Tackle this moth. You see what I mean by Venomoth having quite a lot of bulk? yeah, I know he is 4 levels ahead of Venusaur, but that doesn't make very much of a difference. Taking a tackle from a Venusaur and surviving with a lot of HP, you've got to be a complete boss to do that, I mean, because Venusaur's like, what? About half as heavy, or nearly as heavy as Snorlax, and getting a full body tackle from something that big and that heavy? I'm not surprised it would have broken every bone in your body. Alright, so he's gone with Psybeam again. Hopefully I won't get the Confusion Hex. Looks like I didn't. Good. But he got a critical hit in that, so if I get hit by that one more time, I'm screwed. So, please hit. Oh, you have got to be kidding! Another one? Ugh. Okay, Venomoth, I love you, okay? But you were getting on my nerve, so can you please die? Man, I really made this thing hard without me knowing it. Alright, Sleep Powder this thing again, because Sleeping Venomoth is a happy Venomoth, I guess. Or unhappy in this case, but, you know. Okay, Leech Seed, taking in the HP, almost fully recovered, who cares? Tackle his bot so he can go to... Oh good, yeah, he's dead now because the Leech Seed will sap him on the rest of his energy. And that is Venomoth dead. So he has one Pokemon left, and I think we all know it's Wheezing. So, yeah. Venusaur. Kill this, but he's Wheezing. I'm going to make this quick and just kill it with Hypno, because, you know... Yeah, right. Okay, Wheezing! His physical wall of his team. Wheezing has Smokescreen, Sludge, Smokescreen, Sludge, Toxic, and Self-Destruct. But I doubt Koga would be stupid enough to use Self-Destruct on his last Pokemon. Yeah, didn't think so. He used Explosion every time in Generation 1 when Weezing was his last Pokemon, like, just to finish the battle off first, and he says, "You've proven your worth." It's like he ended his own battle. Has anyone ever come across that where his own Weezing uses Self-Destruct in Generation 1, even as his first attack at full HP? The AI are so stupid sometimes. And we have defeated Koga. You have proven your worth. Here, take the Soul Badge. Now that you have the Soul Badge, the defense of your Pokemon rises. Bullshit. It also lets her surf outside of battle. Ah, take this too. And I received TMO6 from Koga. Sealed within that TMO6 lies Toxic. It's a secret technique dating back to some 400 years. And as you know, Toxic is the ultimate poisoning move. Toxic, like any poison status, will take away HP, but unlike poison status, Toxic gives you badly poison, which absorbs you more HP every single turn. So I'm definitely going to give that to someone. Just have to figure it out. Alright guys, that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll probably be going to the power plant to catch my new electric type. And to get a few things. I don't know if I should be catching Zapdos yet. But it's up to you guys. If you want me to catch Zapdos, comment in the text below. So thanks for watching, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Sometime during next week. Whatever. Peace out.